just buckle up for safety. I'll give everybody a couple of minutes to get in here. How's everybody today? If you are new here, welcome, welcome. If you're not new, thank you for rejoining me. I appreciate all my subscribers. I appreciate you guys sharing. Also, don't forget my Cash App, and we don't need much. All this group needs is just a subscription to a place to get background checks, background information on people, and that's really all this group needs. I have a full-time job. I don't need to be supported. I don't need to be monetized. I don't need any of that stuff. Oh, it is so pretty out today. The Appalachian Mountains are turning colors. Prettiest fall colors you've ever seen. There's yellows, and there's oranges, and there's purples, and there's greens, and fall is my favorite time of the year in the mountains. It is just beautiful. Not too hot, not too cold. I've been busy working, and I've not really had time to share much of my reaction to Dr. Phil. I made a couple of videos on the gangs that I found. Certainly wasn't no cornbread mafia that I found. No hillbilly mafia, no redneck mafia. What I found was gangs that was coming in from Illinois, and Nashville and bigger cities that's setting up heroin distribution houses. Pretty much. Sorry about that, guys. Let me get straightened back out here. Pretty much heroin houses like there used to be crack houses everywhere. And I'm sure when you get drugs on front, there's consequences to be paid. And we know, even by what Don said when he was first asked about the cornbread mafia, he said, well, the guy that runs it has been questioned. Damn. Sorry. Let's try something a little different. And I am sitting at a red light, so hang tight. People shouldn't do this while we're driving. For sure. Alright. Just a second. Okay, he says, well, the guy has been questioned, and he supposedly has an alibi. He's talking about Andy across the street, Jody Sue's boyfriend. First of all, I think Dr. Phil did not want to rock the boat, just in case there was some kind of grassroots mafia or gang that was involved with her disappearance. I think that he told Candus that he didn't think that she had anything to do with it, to keep her sitting still. Did y'all notice for a 2-day run how short those 2 episodes were? I mean, it was just like ridiculously short. Darn, I don't know why this thing's not sticking today. I have got the holder that it sticks to, but it's don't know why. I think everything that we find, we should hashtag Dr. Phil, hashtag TBI, hashtag Hawkins County Sheriff's Department or Ronnie Lawson, if it is factual. Now, I have already been to 3 creators' pages this morning, and I'm not going to call them out, but they say that they have been contacting the TBI, and it was just really BS information. Things that the TBI should not even be bothered with. People, use your judgment. Let's get them some... The only way they're going to look at us differently is if we are putting out real factual information to begin with. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but I'm tired of it, and I don't see how they can say that nothing is relevant if they're not looking into it. Jody Sue flat out lied to WJHL yesterday. She told things totally different than what she has told us. She didn't bother mentioning to them that her boyfriend supposedly seen Summer's dead body and was screaming and hollering at EquiSearch. She forgot all about that. And if it's something like that, hashtag WJHL too. Call them out on it. That's what I'm going to start doing, is calling them out on everything. If I have facts, I am sure enough going to call them out on it. Now, Candus, if you go back and watch her interview with the behavioral panel, her eyes was, y'all know how she does. She drops her head and she dozes off. I guess from drugs. I don't know what it's from. But she does the head nod thing. And she was just about asleep anyway when they said something about the cornbread mafia. I think when she kind of opened her eyes, she was a little bit embarrassed that they had caught her sleeping or nodding off. That was my first observation. My second observation is she has heard Don answer that question so many times that she knew what would be coming when he said, and they've stole from us, they've took this, they've took that, and they've stole all my mechanics tools. Well, you know what? I think maybe his mechanic tools has been traded for other goods, and he has just been told all this time, oh, well, they're stealing from us, they're stealing from us. And what if she has guilty knowledge of even where his tools have went? Just a thought. Y'all give me just a second. I'm fixing to change lanes here. Or make a block. I've got to go pay my electric bill. checking everything out, and I'll be right back with you guys. But like I said, all this is just in my opinion. That maybe she herself has been doing shady crap. And I don't know that to be factual, just an opinion. But I do know that she was just about asleep, if y'all will go back and watch that clip. So I think some of it may have just been embarrassment. And she souls up like a child anyway. But I could not get over the lies and not the whole truths that Dr. Phil let them get by with, like he done no homework at all. Dawn sat there and told him that it was distant relatives that caused all this trouble about Summer and what has been said on him online. Well, that's not distant relatives. That's his sister, for gosh sakes. Or two sisters, half sisters, whatever. Certainly not distant relatives by any means. Nothing was ever said about the two-way mirror that was on that door. Oh, I know. I know. It's like they had watched 5 minutes of clips on Summer, and that was it. The lies he told about why CPS had their other kids. No, CPS has your other kids because of drinking, drugging, domestic violence, not because some people come up to your house. There's an article that's out that when CPS was there, they heard the three boys start screaming, and one of them let out this gosh awful scream, and all the CPS workers went running towards the house. And whatever happened that day is why they took the kids. Plus, I think that they are looking at the boys like they are potential witnesses. You know, none of their stories matched up. One boy said they were playing hide and seek. One says that she was walking down the road. Candus and Don, who knows? Depends on what story we're telling today. Right? Damn it. I give up. Give me just a minute to pay this bill, guys. Yellers on my dirty floor. I'm good. How are you? All right, we're locked up here for some reason. Orientation is locked. Rotate device. And rotate device back. Gotcha. It's upside down. I will get that repaired today. I will have somebody put a new thingy in my car. Thank you. Have a blessed day. Alright, give me just a second, guys, to get out here on the road. I was proud. My light bill was only like $137 this month. And that was for electric, gas, garbage, sewer. That was everything. This is one month I did not mind paying my bills. But it was just like, the whole time I was watching it, it was like, well, that's not what we see. That's not what we see. That's not what we see. And that's why so many people are so down on them, is because of what if I'm wrong about what? What if I'm wrong about what? I'm not the one that said that Jody Sue's boyfriend seen Summer's dead body. That come out of Jody Sue's mouth. It also come out of her daughter's mouth. So what can I be wrong about? And by saying that not the whole truth was told to Dr. Phil before the Dr. Phil show, that's fact. I can produce the article that was in the Rogersville Review that tells about the day CPS took the kids. I have not accused Don and Candus of anything other than being neglectful. And matter of fact, I have spent a lot of time trying to hunt down this so-called mafia or gang on Candus's behalf. And then when I post what I find in that area, I got people saying, yeah, these people have messed in my life too. And then I've got one naysayer saying, oh, I've lived an hour away from them and this isn't true. Well, I got my information from the police department, the TBI, and your local newsroom. And when I'm getting my information from credible sources, what am I wrong about? Okay, she was a victim of circumstance. Well, let's look at it again. You've got gangs in that area where you have got the two head guys that are on the sex registry. They've both been convicted of kidnapping. They have both been guilty of promoting prostitution and human trafficking. Okay. I'm with you. It's still worth looking into these gangs. She was a victim, all right, and she was a victim of circumstance, but whose circumstances? The parents are the ones that call people. Can I please come on your live? Can I please come on your live? Well, people want to know what happened to this little girl. So they let them on their live. And then what happens? You see all this substance abuse. Who's been convicted of the sex crimes? The two guys I posted the article about that's in this gang. That's who's been convicted of the sex crimes. See, you were so hell-bent on coming here and causing disruption, Kim, that you don't even know what I'm talking about or who I'm talking about. Y'all just ignore her. And if she doesn't want to be part of the conversation, just ignore her and she'll eventually find her way to the door, to somebody else's live. If you people that was disrupting lives and disrupting content creators during lives, if y'all would spend half that amount of time looking into stuff from your local police departments and your local news stations, you would be a whole lot better off. Now, I don't even remember where I was at, and that was her whole point in coming in here. Absolutely, because Candus told David Dotson and the police on the first night that it was 20 minutes, and that's also posted now in my earlier videos, and it come from Plunder's interview, where Candus first states, that was her very first story to the TBI, that it was more like 20 minutes. So if we're talking 20 minutes and she was not keeping an eye on Summer, a lot of things can go wrong. Oh, definitely it was more than 2 minutes. It takes me more than 2 minutes, or at least 2 minutes, to get my stuff out of the car right here, and I've just got my purse and a pack of cigarettes and stuff, put my key in the door, unlocked the door, and I fixed nobody's knee brace. And that's another point of interest. Again, Don today says nothing about Grandis being taken to the hospital. He says nothing about her being took to the doctor's office. It goes back to my original theory that they were only filling that prescription. Hang on just a sec, guys. I'm back home. See, it didn't take me long. But somebody time me how long it takes to get out of my car, and I don't have no kids to unload. And get my stuff in, or basically to the door, put my key in the lock, and I'm hurrying. But anyway, there was pictures of law enforcement doing searches there the first night. And Grandis, they took pictures of her unpacking her truck, unloading her truck, and taking those big totes out and stacking them up. And she had no knee brace on whatsoever. And that photograph is stuck in my mind. Yeah. Darn it. Hey, baby doll. Have you been a good girl? You have. Let me get some lights turned on in here, kiddos. I see you, baby doggy. There we go. Now, if anybody time me, how long did that take me to even get in the house? Just curious. Well, I'm hoping that summer is still alive, even though every day that goes by, those chances are getting less and less. And I hate to say that. And every day, now that it's went nationwide, if she is still alive somewhere, now that it's went nationwide with Dr. Phil, the pressure is going to be on whoever has her to dispose of her quick, because now she is even more of a hot topic item. And let me tell you, there is a big difference in 10,000 people on YouTube watching you than 2 million people out in the general public. Big difference. And that's kind of scary. But that's the situation we're in, right? And we're not going to know what the truth is immediately. What did she say? She's definitely out there more. I don't even know who Morticia is. But if she's the one I think she is, that psychic lady, and just about every psychic out there, every time something happens, they change the narrative. There's only 1 or 2 psychics out there that doesn't change the narrative with whatever happens by that day. Honestly. And I don't know if she's one of them that does that. It just seems like I have seen her name like scrolling through my feed. I don't watch but 1 or 2 of them. And then I don't like throw all my cards into one. But summer will be a hot ticket item now. that 2 million eyes are on her. At least. I don't know how many people watch Dr. Phil, but I'm sure it's a lot. And we will be flooded. They will start coming into YouTube again. We will have new eyes on us. There will be new people coming in to put that microscope down on top of us so they can follow the case, know more about the case. So I'm praying that we get to an answer quickly. Like maybe Trace Labs will find something this weekend. They're getting ready to start their tournaments again. Or I know last night they were getting ready to. So this being Friday, tomorrow Saturday, surely they will spend the weekend looking for her. Oh, and I think when the news and the TBI says, and we have already scanned social media and collected potential digital evidence, I think they're not speaking of new evidence. I think they're speaking of what was originally pulled off the phones anyway. If you go back and reread exactly how they put it out, it was almost like in past tense. I don't think that it was new evidence. So, anyway, I have got to get ready to go to work, guys. I have got what time is it? Yeah, I've got 30 more minutes before I have got to get out of here and get to work. Again, my Cash App is up there, and we don't need much to be able to get the subscription to check everybody's background. So if y'all want to donate, that's fine. If you don't, that's fine too. No pressure. Please like, share, give me a thumbs up, all that good stuff that y'all normally do. Exactly. Cornbread area is just an example for the area. And that's why I said, we've got 2 or 3 different gangs that's local to Hawkins County. And one of them was the Insane Vice Lords. And y'all are going to laugh at this, but another one was called the Chicken Head Mafia. And that's the mentality of the people we're dealing with. The Chicken Head Mafia. So, I spent almost 14 hours looking into the different gangs that was unique to the East Tennessee area. And that is the 2 main ones. And there has been some blood and crip activity that has spilled over from Nashville and from Knoxville, but not a lot. These insane vice lords are the ones that has been caught in Rogersville time and time again. And they're also on the sex registry, involved in human trafficking, kidnapping situations. So I feel like if that's... Oh, and I put a picture up. One of their gang signs is of them doing this like Summer was doing. So her and Hunter are throwing these signs for that one particular gang. That was concerning. But I think if we're looking at a gang or a mafia type activity, those are probably the people we need to be looking at. And they're setting up heroin houses, meth houses, etc., etc. And that does not mean that they are part of a gang. That means that they could just owe a gang dealer money that's running a heroin house or a meth house or a whatever they're selling. That's all that means, is there has been some kind of environmental exposure. So again, don't take that off and say, oh, well, Valkyrie said that they were in a gang. No, I didn't. That's not what I said. I said this is what I found in the local areas. And there's been some kind of environmental exposure to that. Well, you still got time to go back on Facebook and watch part 2. But anyway, guys, I have to get to work. So I love you guys. Thanks for coming again and listening to my lives. I love all you guys. I love your input. If there's something I'm not doing, even leave that in the comments. Really, I'm just trying to be me, tell y'all what I find, and try to just lay facts out there, no matter how small, no matter how big. Or at least things that are important to the case. So anyway, y'all have a good night. Don't party too hard being a Friday night. Stay away from the cornbread mafia and the chicken head mafia. Not good examples. Love you guys. Bye-bye.